Big Brad's a good man. Brad's a better man than a lot of people believe. Trust me. Hello. Hello, Brad. Hello, Maniacs. Well, I need no introduction. Dale. Maniacs around the world. This is Thanksgiving Day, and it also happens to be Big Brad Wolf's. Big Brad Wolf. Big Brad Wolf. His birthday is tomorrow on what the cookie cutters call Black Friday. For what reason, I don't know. It may or may not be appropriate in Brad's case. Give him your best in regards to his 45th birthday. Welcome, everyone, to the final installment of Big Lenny's training for Brad. Big Brad Wolf. What a cookie cutter. We'll deal with his supplementation. I want to touch into the final installment of Big Lenny's supplement protocol for Brad. And this is dealing specifically with his hormones.
It has chemicals. It has hormones in it.
Hormones are critical.
I read it up on an article. Okay. Hormones build strength.
Not only in the muscle building and strength process, but it's critical to health, longevity, and immune system. I was awoken by a notification bell, and it was Brad's Instagram page. I see Brad's Dolphins put up a big game.
You looking at me?
And I've been watching with Tamika. Not yet. And I'm going to see I give her some deep tissue, and she's got a message for the Maniac. And what can I say? The direct messages, text messages, for every little sliver of material that Brad puts on his Instagram. Maniacs want my response, and I'll be happy to oblige. Big Brad Wolf. Tyler W's dressing up like Brad for Halloween. VO5 and hair, fake tattoo sleeves, and a huge joint. Thanks, Dan the Fisherman. I am going to go to the meat market, Big Daddy Z. Prince Andrew. Big Brad Wolf, Adam McCloud, the modern-day Winston Churchill, Dale Chuck E. Cheese Chance, Cornelius Parkin, Bjorn Hamburg, Dave Palumbo, Dave Jumbo Palumbo, and of course, George Smalley, Mr. G. And all of you Maniac fathers out there, you are it. Without us, the Maniacs, the Misfits die, the world dies. But at the same time, fathers are the most unselfish people on the planet because they've produced life, and that life needs to be cared for in many ways, not only with food, shelter, but education, moral upbringing, as well as discovering and promoting any type of talent that young girl or boy might possess. My direct messages are flooded to the gills that want my reaction on Brad's recent ooh and ah Instagram post in which he actually showed his face. Get the fireworks ready. Why won't Brad shave off his beard? I don't know. And once again, Brad, what do you think about this? With all the business, your typical vape shop, the kind Brad would patronize for his various pipes and stems. And if when I inform the Loxahatchee Lord of Fireworks, Big Brad Wolf, what's going on here, he would love this place. As much as we talk about Brad, at least you don't see him sporting jewelry around.
You're a piece of jewelry.
He can't be that bad, can he? Hell, he lifts weights, he busts his ass out in the heat. Can he be that bad? Not at all. So, what do you think about that, Brad? In Brad's case, sitting in your chair and look at these different brochures and ooh and on, ooh and on. Look how great that is, these vacation packages. Ooh and ah, isn't it great? There's no thought planned in it. I'm just going to fork over my hard-earned money and I'm going to go. Ooh and ah. So because of the fact that my emotions are running wild, isn't it great that I must experience this or I must have this particular consumer good? Ooh and ah. Isn't it great? Brad copied that. Brad copying Adam McCloud's post-workout drink. I know a lot of guys use almond milk. I don't see the point. Eat the almonds. That blatant, plagiaristic move. He looked at me and says, down to the almond milk and all. What is this? What is this? Who cares? What is going on here? The Stig says Brad's going to let me sleep between him and a taco queen. Just like anything else, this cookie cutter Burning Man.
Great show.
Turn it off, Brad.
I did.
I find someone like Brad to be so enraptured by that. I never spoke to him about it, but what a cookie cutter. I could just hear the overtones of, I've been there before, and he may have. He's in Vegas, and he's got connections in Vegas, and somebody really want to go there with all that idolatry. I keep getting DMs on it, and it blows my mind about the unbelievable idolatry, the satanic overtones of that. So I'd give them a wake-up call. Hey, you want to go to this, be stuck out here in the mud, probably thirsty, hungry, for what? Short-term bursts of pleasure. No accountability. Also, after his first meal of the day, he must take a highly absorbable form of magnesium.
No, thank you.
I recommend magnesium glycinate, and I recommend 400 milligrams of that.
Oh, thank you.
DHEA is the most abundant hormone in the body, and it's very close to what is synthesized by cholesterol from food sources naturally in the body to produce your own DHEA.
I know science.
You don't know science. I know science, baby. I know bro science.
It's like Brad fishing for a stuffed animal at one of those vacation tourist trap diners that he goes to when he's on his many vacations, which I think he's keeping them secret for whatever reason. And of course, Brad with his fantasy football. And
So, Brad, how's your fantasy football season going?
ooey and gooey. Again, it's a fantasy. I don't know what it takes the place of, if it's you're an owner or whatever of a so-called team, but I remember him making copies at Kinko's, distributing them at the gym, urging people to join his fantasy football organization. And of course, I'm not going to say what Brad would say.
Who's they?
I know what I'm going to do with one of these bad boys.
Let's get 4 of these bad boys.
3 of those bad boys.
When he got some sampling of Robert Frank's pre-workout supplements, which he practically begged him for, and then he went on his Instagram channel calling them bad boys. Yeah, everything's bad boy to you, huh? And of course, Brad pulling out the old wallets, swiping the card, wiping on my dick, sitting down, looking at the menu, going, ooh and ah, like I've seen him do. He ordered 2 Coronas, 1 for each. Well, I wish Brad was here. He would love this place. Bad boys, as Brad would call them. What a cookie cutter. It's literally like Brad trying to get his stuffed animal for one of his girlfriends at the diner. Ooh, let me try it, he sees it. Let me try it. And when he was a kid, begging his parents to buy it, to put the money in the machine so he could try to get a little stuffed animal.
Stuffed burgers.
Brad would love this place. Right here where the beer is. And just think, Brad, you would have been right here for your during workout hydration. Brad said all his prayers. That's a beautiful thing to say. Brad, at least put back the muscle you lost. Get a little more serious. That barbecued meal that you guys had out was good. That's what we want to see. So Big Lenny gives you a thumbs up on that. No one wants to see your rot gut alcohol. And I do remember distinctly, this is well before the Delray Misfits. I saw Brad at Publix. When I wasn't taking Phenibut. The old one Jason worked at, it's now torn down and he's working in the new one. But I saw Brad at the salad area and he came up and we usually talk a little football in the gym. And he had his postal shorts on and everything. And postman out here, I did not want to talk to him. And I was like a zombie. You know, Brad was a nice guy. I couldn't believe I left the house to shop. I had to get food. I didn't want to look at anybody. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I simply wanted to get my tunnel vision, get on my bike, pedal over to Publix, get what I needed, and then go home. When you get out of your climate-controlled vehicles, get off your buses, your trains, or just going down to your garage, like at Bradford Manor, hit the beach. What do you think about that, Brad? I needed to go punch my computer keys to talk to a girl. Brad reached out to me multiple times with warm wishes. And after not communicating with Brad for quite a few years, that strengthened my heart and strengthened my soul. And you better believe myself and all the maniacs respect Brad more than ever, as they should. Things were always good between me and Brad. Things were always good, DP Fitness 23. Never forget that. I just appreciated the well wishes from all the maniacs and the misfits that I received. But me and Brad have always been on a high-level relationship. Never forget that. Mike Gordon, just heard about the loss of Mom. He prayers for me and my family. Thank you, Brother Mike. That means a lot to me, especially the prayers. Especially the prayers. David Harden, of course. Big Brad's a good man. Brad's a better man than a lot of people believe. Trust me. Why did Brad post a video at the side of a building? Apparently, Brad took a little break to Clearwater Beach, Florida, which is a good 3 hours away. It's out west. And he was at a pool and he got a nice hotel room. And I think there's a jazz fest that he may or may not be attending, but he may give us more Instagram pics. And again, I want to thank Brad for his condolences on the passing of my mother. Here you go, Brad. Get yourself one of those leather jackets. Leather daddy. It's Brad approved. Well, Brad was never considered ripped. Come on, leather daddy. I don't think his body fat is very high. It's certainly normal, but never considered ripped. Me and Brad have always been on good terms. Whatever we do, we did it for the Mets. Trust me on that. And I'll be sending my regards to the big Brad Wolf. We better get cracking.